I'm gonna wait.
Welcome back to Forgotten Fate, or not Forgotten Fates, Crossroads.
Yes!
You psyched yourself out that time.
Fucking master at this shit.
Week number 4, part number 2. We've just learned that in a year we're gonna kill a Tarrasque.
That is one way to look at it. Yes.
Alternatively, I've got a year to practice pumpkin farming.
Yes, in other news.
to fund the Mecha Tarrasque project.
Yeah.
You were all outside of Hilda's shop. Fleur had just come out and regaled you with the tale. At least you're assuming that's what Fleur heard in there. It took a little bit of trying for Fleur to get out what she heard. You managed to come up with you're either going to be attacked by a Tarrasque or a giant porcupine with a really bad attitude.
My money's still on the porcupine.
But it's supposed to happen within the year.
Anytime a porcupine comes out of the woods, the Hope Slayer!
Yeah.
So began the great porcupine extinction.
So what was the party's goal? You just heard about this, and Felix, you have very limited knowledge on it. It's more that you just heard it referenced and like, that's fanciful. Oh, the Tarrasque destroyed that city, did it? Oh, okay.
So we're all still standing there?
Yep, you're all still standing outside. You're going to see Harold and James come up with 6 horses as requested.
Zook, did you want to maybe go to the library and look into Tarrasques?
We got a year. Let's go take a look at this farm.
Plenty of time.
Pretty sure it doesn't matter what he finds, we're not dealing with it.
Yeah.
What's that saying? Not my monkey, not my circus?
Yeah, are we sure though?
I still vote on moving rather than fighting that thing.
Yeah. Right now,
From the...
plan A is to move.
Yeah, it's a good plan. It's a good plan.
But first we have to check out our pumpkin farm.
True.
Possible pumpkin farm.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a farm made of pumpkins.
Well, let's...
Just a reminder, everybody, the mechanical rat thingies were spotted over there in that direction.
Zook doesn't know what direction they came from.
East.
Yeah.
Isn't East great? East is a great place. It's not like y'all had warnings or anything. Let's go east.
So the mechanical creatures were to the east?
Yes.
Yep.
And I believe we heard there was some...
Well, she did say something about something awakening. So if we go handle this, maybe we can avert the prophecy altogether.
Or maybe you'll wake it up.
Yeah, maybe us going there is what wakes it
Did
up.
you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that? What are you doing? Go back into your shop. You have prophecy.
You just see her eyes from the window.
Your future is already written.
Blessings upon you.
So,
Okay, mount up. Let's roll.
y'all mount
ride.
up and start right. Yeah, the horses roll over all the way there. You're right.
Roll. What kind of creatures are we on? There's just like a horse head and the body just like goes like this.
You sit on the horse's head, yeah. The rest rolls.
No,
Now,
it's
just
like
to be clear, Thargeth and Svetlana are still at the tavern, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
just making sure.
Yeah.
Is the farmer still there?
Yes, he's still there at the
Okay.
moment. He's drinking.
We're drinking.
Yeah.
Making sure.
Yeah, no, he hasn't said much, and he's not really trying to go anywhere just yet. So, covering this, y'all are going to have to travel roughly 10 miles to the east of town to get to this farm. So
Maevis, there's one thing that you are going to have to do with this farm. You got to get rid of the barking.
With somebody, that
No,
dog
we're
has been
just traveling
following
through
us for the
town,
whole
like,
10
this
miles.
This is typical town.
This is typical town background noise. It's fine.
Yeah, there's lots of barking going on in town as white ravaging bands of chihuahuas are running.
What the hell is that?
You see them take out
Those are
some
rolling horses. Obviously.
Yeah, that's right. Y'all shut up. Little turkeys. All right. 10 miles on horseback. What are the rules on this?
Traveling pace?
26 days.
What? What?
It says
I
DM's
don't know if
discretion.
Thargeth can keep the farmer drinking for 26 days.
I've got
I'm
this.
pretty sure you could convince a farmer living in squalid conditions to drink for that long if you're paying.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, I'll have another. If you're paying.
I wasn't intending y'all going to the farm. You know, actually, if you think about it, it's rather interesting.
Well, why did you sell us a farm?
Y'all bought it. It's not my problem. If you think about it, does this actually count as the first time in this campaign that 2 of the characters bought the farm? Yeah.
At the
I
same
told
time?
you, no doing buy the farm jokes.
At the same time?
Yeah, 2 characters.
At the same time, yeah.
Bought the farm. Travel. It takes you a couple hours because I can't find it, so it doesn't matter. Particularly
I'm
slow.
looking.
We can't find the farm? That's a problem.
So, as y'all ride, you're going to notice that everything on this side of town looks a lot better than it did to the south. The goblins seem to be strictly heading west, trying to get away from the mountains to the east as best as they can.
Oh, great.
They woke the Tarask, those bastards.
Ace 181.
They dug too deep.
You don't know, I'm afraid. Sorry.
What? Sorry, what did you say? Like, that's much better conditions?
Huh? Oh, yeah, much better conditions over here. The farms that are right outside of town here seem to be doing fine. But as you're getting further and further away, you'll notice that the population gets a little more sparse. They're more spread out. Like there's a lot more land in between the actual farms that hasn't really been worked yet. After X number of hours inserted by our bard,
3 miles an hour at normal
3 miles an
pace. 4 miles at fast.
Okay. All right. Would y'all go fast or normal pace?
Normal.
Normal. So it takes you good 3.5 hours, roughly 3 hours, 20 minutes. You make it to the location of the farm that you bought.
Potentially.
Potentially. Well, you bought it. You signed the document. He just hasn't ran anywhere yet.
Let's see what we got ourselves into. I'll dismount and walk up.
All right.
Follow his lead.
The farmhouse is in the front of the field, facing the road. You have a small shed of some kind, a small barn actually, off to the left of the farmhouse. And in the field, it seems to be bare. Walking up, where do you go first? To the field, the barn, or the farmhouse? And who's leading this?
I head to the farmhouse.
There we go. Zook hops off and starts going up towards the farmhouse.
I'll go with
I
him.
guess I'll follow Zook.
I take in the general layout of the land more. I want to see the fields.
You want to go look at the fields, all right? So you go out around back and check out the fields. So the rest of the group will get to the farmhouse first. You see James and Harold, they just kind of stay on their horses waiting. They're like looking around, make sure nothing's going on. Looks fine here, right? Zook, you get up, the farmhouse door is not locked.
Before I open it, I cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Really?
You detect no magic.
On a farmhouse? This guy was a practical bum. Are you kidding me?
You never know.
All right.
I open the door and I walk in, take a quick look around.
The Archlich greets you as you go in. So you open the door and look around to a rather tidy, but you can tell on the horror side farmhouse. There's a couple of rooms. You've got a living area, like a living room that's also double as a dining room, a kitchen area. There's a bedroom off to your right with a large bed in it. And then to the left of that is another bedroom that the door's closed.
I go stick my head in the second bedroom.
Opening up the second bedroom, you'll see dirt and cobwebs everywhere. This one hasn't been cleaned in a long time. You see a small bed and a box of crude toys. This room's been left, the bed's not even made. It's been left apparently untouched for quite a while.
I just kind of frown at that and slowly shut the door.
Ghost child in the barn house.
After looking around and seeing nothing of real interest, I head out to the barn.
All right. It seems like this place is serviceable. It's not exactly luxury, but it's what you would expect for a farmer here.
Yep.
Nothing out of the ordinary. The bed in the master bedroom actually did seem to be the most expensive piece of furniture here. The rest of it was mostly looks like he might have built it himself over time. Not bad craftsmanship, but you can tell that it wasn't master. Yeah. The group turns out of the farmhouse to head to the barn. Maevis, you go out to the field.
Yep.
You get out there, you see that there are a couple of broken pumpkins laying around, but most of it seems to have already been gathered up. And you see the plow is stuck in the ground just at the edge, but he hadn't even got started plowing it yet.
Okay. There's no like horse here or anything?
The horse must be with him in town.
Okay.
Everything here looks fine. You notice there's some strange tracks in the field dirt.
Near the broken pumpkins or what?
Yeah. As you're overlooking at them, it looks like little paws.
Okay.
But what's interesting about the paws is while there's two sets of paws, there's these little dots in the ground beside the two paws.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't seem natural.
It's just something that you noticed.
Okay.
There were several sets of those kind of tracks around, but you're not sure how many exactly. I mean, you're not really a woodsman. Just not something you see every day.
Sure. I'm whatever I want to be, man.
If I'm not mistaken, you're an assassin / serial killer.
I'm whatever I want to be.
Okay. Well, the woodsman in you tells you that these are not natural tracks. There you go.
Not natural. Okay. It's fine. I don't see any movement or anything.
You do not see any movement.
Which way are these tracks heading?
Too quiet.
Which way are the tracks going?
West.
Based on the paw prints.
Looks
Not
like
necessarily the little outside, because I wouldn't be able to tell from that. So they're going west.
Mm-hmm. Looks like they're headed west.
Okay. So they've already been through here, is what you're saying.
That's a guess.
Is there any fence to speak of?
No.
Okay.
All right. The group, y'all will get to the barn. You'll see in there's 2 stalls. One of them is a good spot for a horse. Looks like there's a horse been there recently. There's a couple of bales of hay in the back of the barn. And there's another stall that you see movement in. There's a rather large brown shape over the top of a bloody cow. It seems to be eating the cow. It looks, now that you're close enough and noticing it, it looks like a bear.
Hi.
It doesn't seem to have noticed you. Did you say hi?
Said oi.
You said oi.
Mm-hmm.
Out loud.
Yeah, he wouldn't be thinking about it.
Okay, so you open the barn, you look. Oi! You see the bear kind of rigidly get up from eating the cow and look at you. One of the eyes looks kind of like it's dead, and the other one has a glowing red light in it.
Knowledge Arcana.
Go for
Knowledge.
Your knowledge says
religion.
Knowledge religion. You should pray.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the cable bear.
You hear chug 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 chug.
Okay.
Do 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 do.
So
We are
while
bad.
we're prepping for that bit of fun, back at the bar, Svetlana
comes over you.
yeah, you and Thargeth are there drinking with the farmer, and he's surely they've gotten a good look at that farm by now. Should be okay for me to go ahead and head out, right?
I think you should wait till they get back.
Yes,
was
I
the
believe the
deal.
same.
That really shouldn't be a problem. I bet
Because
they'll
it
be
shouldn't
fine.
be a problem for you to stay. What is your hurry?
I'd like to catch a boat.
There are mini boats, mini boats. You will catch your boat in time.
Well, I suppose there's not much harm in waiting a bit longer.
Of course not. No harm, no harm.
But if you will excuse me, I do need to use the privy.
Where is the privy located on the premises here?
Well, luckily this is a more modern city, so you do have indoor plumbing
Okay.
to a degree. It's in a small room under the stairs.
Is there a window leading outside?
There is a small window, yes.
One that he could fit through?
With some work, yes.
Okay. When he steps away and goes into the privy, Svetlana will look at Thargeth and you watch the door. I go outside, check window, make sure he no get out.
All right.
Are you sure you can see straight enough to know if he come out the door?
Which one of you's asking? I'm just kidding. I'm fine.
Oh boy. So she goes out the door. She'll stand near. She won't be like right in front of it, but she's just gonna stand at a distance and kind of keep an eye on it.
Okay. So you go out the door. You're standing at a distance and keeping an eye on the window. Yes.
Yes, I wait no longer than 5 minutes.
You wait 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
Well, at minute 6.
After 3 minutes, you do see the window, the shutters on the window open.
Okay.
A lovely aroma from the windows.
And you see the head of the farmer poke out and look around. Are you trying to be stealthy at all, or?
Yes. I want to see if yeah, I'm not trying to be like right in his line of sight. Do I need to roll or anything?
Yeah, if you roll a, is it a stealth?
Stealth.
Yeah, roll a stealth then. Okay.
Am I stealthy enough?
Let's see. Yes, you are. You are stealthy enough.
Good job.
He doesn't notice you, and he starts crawling out the window.
Okay, you said that you said it would take him some effort.
Yes, a little bit of effort. He's having to work his way out. Really?
Okay. So when he gets his arms and his chest kind of through, but he still has to wiggle the rest of himself out, because you said it was a smaller window, so I'm sure it'll be like harder than just like sliding through. So I'm gonna wait for him to get like a little less than halfway out, and then just kind of walk over to the window and look at him.
All right. So he gets a little less than halfway wiggled through. You come over to the window, look up at him and smile. He just kind of looks down at you, kind of wide-eyed for a minute, then grins.
Is there a problem with the smell?
The door is stuck. Yeah.
Oh no, that's terrible. Please, we go the rest of the way out. I walk you back inside myself.
Right then. He starts wiggling the way out.
How far am I from the entrance of the tavern?
Not far. You're just around at the side. So good. 10 foot this way, 15 foot this way, and you'll be back inside.
All right.
Go try to
I'll attempt to. Thargeth, come here, please. Come here.
Okay, do I hear that or?
Roll perception.
Right.
Roll drunkenness.
What am I rolling? Which one?
That would be disadvantage, I think, on perception.
No. Disadvantage for drunkenness.
Perception?
Yep. Roll it twice and take the lower. 12. Yeah, that's enough. You still hear it.
Did that roll twice or?
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it did.
Okay. I didn't see the roll. Sorry.
It works perfect.
All right, I'll go out.
All right. Going out, you see Svetlana standing there with the farmer who's trying to wiggle his way out the window.
It would appear that the door got stuck to the privy, and he needed to cross the window in order to escape the facilities.
The door got stuck again? I thought you fixed that.
I thought I did too, but apparently not well enough.
Ugh.
It is no worry. You take care of him. I go check the door.
All right, let's get back in there and have another drink, buddy.
Sure thing, Thargeth. He goes ahead and squeezes the rest of the way out. So you went back in to check the door, Svetlana?
Yes.
It's not stuck.
I know.
He follows Thargeth back in and sits down and takes you up on that drink. He tried. So, meanwhile, back at the farm that was bought.
Another farm is about to be bought.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and let me get some tokens on the board here. I'm just going to put y'all in the sea because it doesn't really matter. Maevis, Finias, and Fleur. So we got Maevis. Whoa, Maevis got really big for me.
Whoa. Easy on the carbs there, Maevis.
What was y'all's marching order going?
In rages.
I turned into the Mecha Jurassic.
So Zook was leading this.
I guess I would have been second.
All right, second. And you were coming in from the field, so you're like over here.
Yeah, sounds good.
Up. Yeah. And then Finias, you were just following a little bit behind?
Yeah.
All right. And forgive me, I'm going to have to use this for now because I've got it and that works. It's not what this is, but it's fine. All right, so we'll put him in there chowing down on cow. Then he turns around to see Zook and stares at him with a red glowing eye. And let me get initiatives from you because I at least want to give you a turn order for dying. That's good.
You mean running's not an option?
Well, running's always an option. Let me add. Okay. Maevis got a 11. Good.
Who was with me when we heard about this bear? We talked to the dwarf, remember?
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember who was with you, though.
I think I was there.
Sounds right. Okay, and I'll add the bear's turn. And because I'm feeling particularly generous, he goes last.
Finias?
0.
We have a mechanical bear.
I'm standing right here. I can see it. So, and would you whisper, there's a mechanical bear?
So, Zook, you open the door. Oi! The bear turned around and starts staring at you. It looks like he's digging his rather scythe blade shaped claws into the wood, just shredding it. Like he's to come at you. You have time to do something. What do you do? Bark at him?
Throw it a chihuahua.
Bark like a chihuahua and leave.
Throw a chihuahua.
I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm really cranky today.
Time to get the spray bottle.
That's for children, not chihuahuas. What do you do, Zook?
I run away.
You run away. Nope. Okay.
I put somebody else in between me and it. Let's put it that way. So probably right there.
Okay, so you get back behind Fleur and you're like, no. So that's your movement.
The oi becomes an oi.
And for your action,
now this thing looks like it's aggressive and it's about to charge, right?
it looks like it, yeah.
What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I'm not gonna just straight attack this thing because I don't know. One, do we want to just try to run away from it, or two, if I'm actually gonna burn the barn down because most of my offensive spells are fire spells.
Isn't it grand?
So I'll hold my action.
Okay. You hold your action. The turn counter goes down further towards Doomsday.
Pause. What's the conditions to trigger the action?
Oh, that's right. Thank you. What conditions? Yeah. I'm still getting used to some of these things myself.
if it attacks or we attack it.
What? Sorry?
If it attacks or we attack, what will you do? Like, what's your...
I'm going to throw a firebolt at it.
Firebolt. Okay. If it attacks or you attack or they or whatever. If somebody starts fighting, you throw a firebolt at it.
Yes.
Gotcha.
At the bear, not what's fighting.
Yes. I'm going to throw it at the bear.
At the barn, yeah.
I just brought the barn down. Screw this.
Flammable barn.
Hey, you're paying for that.
All right, here's 2 gold. That's about a quarter of the property I just bought.
All right. So y'all started shouting out about the mechanical bear. And you, really, guys?
And the pack of wild dogs that are helping it.
Oh, wait. Who's up right now? Not me.
Bad turns. You see Harold and James dismount and start coming over to assist.
Okay.
Fleur, you're up.
I closed the door.
You closed the door.
You're all fucked.
No, we're outside the barn. We're not in the barn. We're out of the barn. We're walking into the barn. Zook just ran out. I'm the only one. So I'm going to walk back, close the door, and then back away from it more with shield drawn.
I'm glad you clarified.
Yes.
So walk up and close the door and then back away with your shield drawn.
Yes.
Okay.
So that means you're the only entity that's in the barn is the bear, correct? And of course the half-eating cow.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So close the door, and I'm backing away with shield drawn, like bracing for this charge of doom.
Just wait till that zombie rabid cow comes up.
Finias, you're up.
Armor of Agathis on me.
Uh-huh.
And then I will back. I'm assuming this door doesn't look like it'll hold shit.
No, this door looks like if he swipes it, it's going to come flying off. If he just runs through it, he can just run through it. From your guess.
Yeah.
Educated guess.
Am I sensing magic from this thing?
No. You're not getting any magic out of it.
Oh, that's right. It automatically bumps. That's awesome.
Okay. So you cast your spell and you backed away further?
Yeah, I'm behind. So the intention is to have the guards kind of go in front of me a bit.
Makes sense.
Shrek,
Yeah.
to clarify how far I move back, closing would be the action. I still have 30-foot movement, right?
Yeah.
So I would probably move 25 foot away from it. That still puts me as the first person between.
25 foot will put you behind Zook.
Sorry, Zook.
Okay.
No, it would not. It would not.
Mhm.
I'd stop 15 in front.
Okay.
I am not letting another party member be in front of me.
Consider your oath.
Yep, that's what I just did. I was like, no. Nope.
All right. You moved, you cast, Maevis.
Have I heard anything?
We got trouble.
Yeah, you have.
Thank you.
Big bear, really big bear.
Well, I wasn't sure because the guards started moving in, so.
Well, I was looking at the field. They were looking at you guys.
But I doubt they could have seen in the barn. And...
I don't know. You saw Zook run out, didn't you?
Well, we were
That's what I was going with.
we were right behind him, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
And I heard, Fleur say, "We've got a mechanical bear. I'm right here."
Okay, so I turn around when that all happens.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is the barn door, I guess?
Let me draw this right quick. I can get rid of it after. The barn.
So it's like that way, right? Okay.
Is like there.
Duh, bear.
Actually, it's a little bit off, but
Can you hide the map?
You could just bring us to a new screen. But then you'd have to redo everything.
Boom.
There we go. Thank you.
Objects and tokens.
Okay. So then...
now can you hide your dogs?
Mechanical bear.
I wish. What do you do, Maevis?
What do you do?
Any last
Does
word?
anyone look like they're standing to fight it?
My rapier's
Fleur's
drawn.
standing ready for it to charge.
Okay.
I'm covered in ice armor.
Mm-hmm. Zook's hiding behind Fleur.
Damn right I am.
Zook's all going, help me!
Now's a good time for you to comfort people about their impending deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Blessings upon you, and on you, and on me.
You take your blessing and shove it.
What'd you do?
Bardic inspiration.
I'm using that on our melee character.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then
The real melee or the pretend one?
the pretend one. No, our real melee.
That would be me.
Technically, it's Fleur.
Since this is our first combat and the first things you've had to use, this would be a good time to let y'all know. We actually had some votes on YouTube. Finias, you have 1 extra inspiration point.
No, I don't.
Maevis, you... Oh, you don't?
No.
No? Okay. No. Maevis, you have 1 extra inspiration point. And someone, remaining nameless, gave me a point. So the bear has an inspiration point.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How dare you? Is that a thing? That's not how this works.
It is now.
I guess now it is. Okay. And then...
Someone voted for your deaths.
do I want to do that? Yeah, why not? Did that click? No, it didn't.
No.
Oh, I can change the spell level.
We need battle music.
I didn't know that was a thing. Well, fuck it. Here we go.
Heroism as a level 2. Okay. Who'd you put that on?
Our Paladin again.
Okay.
I need it to be tanky.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Oh, I can choose another target. Okay. Do I have another tanky person?
2 guards coming,
The
but
guards?
they're probably not that tanky.
Who's in front?
In front would be Fleur.
No, I mean like out of the guards.
James is the closest with Harold coming in.
All right, James.
James, I mean,
He's going to be in there first, right?
looks like, yeah.
Yeah, James.
They both got their sword and shield. He's got heroism. Okay. And, whoa, don't do that. Let me put this little marker for the heroism. Boom. Okay. And that's Maevis. Are you going to move?
Yeah, I had to get in range there. Sorry.
Okay.
How far can I go here? Is this actual distance?
Yeah. Okay. The bear. All right. You see the doors that were closed just blow off their hinges as a bear comes bellowing out of there.
Nice.
Exactly, yeah. And goes running right at the first target.
Comes barreling out.
Yep.
I think that would trigger.
It
Zook's
barely
cast.
missed me.
The Zook, the doors go flying into splinters as the bear comes running out. You get your cast, which is a 15 to hit, which hits and does 6 fire damage to the bear.
The bear.
Ah!
Yeah. You see a little bit of singe hit the bear's shoulder as some of the flesh burns away, and you see gears and pistons as it's coming charging.
Oh, fascinating.
It rushes up to Fleur. How does this work? Okay. So then it's going to make its attack. Plus. Is that right? That's right. Okay. Does that hit Fleur?
Hell yeah, it hits Fleur.
Okay.
Yikes.
It hits Fleur for
A truckload.
a truck. 33 points of damage.
It drops
Wow.
her. It drops her.
You've got a. You're unconscious?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, hold on. How many hit points did I get with that temporary from heroism?
I don't know.
It's casting level plus modifier.
Temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting modifier at the end of each of its turns.
At the start of each of its turns.
At the start of each of its turns. Okay. And you went after Maevis, didn't you? No. But
Still on you.
I'll give you the temporary hit points for the cast. How many?
And an
hit points is
inspiration
left per
point?
turn?
The inspiration won't do anything for me on this.
It won't.
Stop it, y'all! I'm busy killing people.
Wait, I
If he
can
fails
use-
a death save, then
Hold on.
that would help.
Hold on. I wasn't reading my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So giving an inspiration point will do nothing at this for this, right?
Not for this.
So I've got a reaction, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You thinking cutting words?
Yeah. Is this thing immune to being charmed?
Yes.
You think? Yeah,
No,
never
it
mind.
is.
Never mind. I was thinking it's mechanical. I'm like, yeah.
Scream modem noises at it.
So what's the temporary hit points does he get per round?
Doesn't it say there?
Your spellcasting modifier.
So it's 4.
4.
Okay.
So 4 and whatever your hit points were.
Yeah, so that leaves me with 3 hit points after that hit.
Okay. So in
Well, at
that
least you're
case,
not dead.
you need to make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Can I give
I'm
an
using inspiration on that.
Yes, using
Do you have one?
I'm using the bardic inspiration to reroll it.
Yeah.
No.
Bardic doesn't do
No.
Okay, then I'm using my inspiration point for it.
I was about to say I will donate an inspiration point because I got plenty.
that. You made the saving throw.
Okay.
The slam almost knocked you to the ground. You're quivering from the blow. That was an amazing blow. It shouldn't have that much strength for this size. And that's its turn. The guards ended up going behind Zook for some reason. The guards are going to go right quick. And move up. Let's see. Yeah. James charges in from the side.
Wow, that was quite a blow.
And stabs at it. And
Wiffle
misses.
that, James.
Is he the young one?
Yeah, the young one. Harold runs up.
Come on, Harold.
And he swings. Whack! Lands a blow. Doing 8 damage to it. Bringing it up to 14. All right. Now it's Zook's turn. Zook, what do you do?
I gotta keep this up. I can't. Shit.
What do you think, Zook?
Okay.
It's just a bear.
I am going to move 5,
Just a bear.
10, 15, 20. I'm going to move my happy butt over here.
Uh-huh.
And let's see here. Where's the marker at? Right here. I'm going to summon a flaming sphere.
Okay.
I'm then going to use my bonus action from that to ram it into the bear, causing it to take 2d6 fire damage.
Is there a save for this? How does this work?
It is a... Let's see.
Dex save.
Dex save? Dex save.
Yes, that's saving throw.
All right. He rolls a 1, so he takes the full 6 damage.
Takes 5 damage.
5 damage. Excuse me. Okay.
And that's all I can do.
All right.
Before that turns ends, I just want to turn around and ask one question. And I apologize because I don't remember now off the top of my head. Bonus action, I can take that at any time, or is that my turn?
On your
I
turn.
believe bonuses.
On my turn? Okay.
It's the equivalent to a quick action.
Okay. Well, first thing I'm doing then for my bonus action is we are going to use Turn the Tide, which is one of my channel divinities. So each creature of your choice that can hear you within 30 feet regains hit points equal to 1d6 plus your charisma modifier if it has no more than half of its hit points. So obviously I'm saying
You. Yeah.
human. Yeah.
All right.
So I'll regain my 5 actual hit points.
Okay.
I'm going to regain 4 more for my temp.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm back up to 12 at least.
Did you get your 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
That, I'm afraid, is a miss.
You can use your thing now if you want.
I'll use my bardic inspiration.
Okay.
So
Now
that
you
gives
roll a
wait
D6,
this
A D6.
Okay.
depending on if you think it's gonna hit.
I think it's
That
going to.
changes it to a hit.
Nice.
Okay, so you do 12.
Can forgive me because I'm trying to remember smite. Do I have to turn around and state I'm using it before attack or after attack?
After
After?
you can dump smite.
I am going to dump smite.
Okay. What does that do?
Give me just a second so I can actually read. Hold on, it's right here.
Adds 1 or 2d6 to the attack, I believe.
Just click the button and then we.
That's what I am trying to do. I can dump more than one spell slot, right? Well,
It'll say in the
right there.
text.
One spell slot to deal radiant damage. Yeah, plus 1d6 for each additional spell level higher than first. Okay. Increases by 1d8 if it's undead or fiend. So it looks like
You can't
can only dump.
Yeah.
You can dump one spell slot, but
Yeah, I don't have any high slots bigger than one, so it's going to take another 9 points of radiant damage.
where you it's an extra 2d. Okay, the extra damage is 2d6 for a first level spell slot. So 9 radiant damage. So that brings it up to this. So you actually just hurt it pretty bad.
Yeah, I just hit it for 21 on my turn.
Okay.
Right, this isn't class as undead, it's class as a beast, right?
Right.
Okay.
All right. Finias, you're up.
Oh, hi. We're going to move in and let's try hitting some stuff. Why not?
All right. You never know.
Sleight of hand, tear out its hurt.
Oh, that's a critical fail.
Well,
Inspiration.
I don't have any.
That's not its heart.
I'll give you one. Can I give one of my inspiration to him?
if you choose to, yeah.
Okay, take it.
Thank you. Wow, I went from a 1 to a 2.
I know that feeling.
Critical fail. At least it's not a critical fail. It's better than
Welcome to my world.
All right. So Finias runs up and whiffs. You got close, but the hit that
Could you not do that?
Maevis just landed on it caused it to reel a little bit and caused you to miss your thrust when you were going in.
Yeah. I should have done this first, but it doesn't matter.
I guess I'm Maevis now.
Now who's mixing the names up?
That's
Honor, I'm
it.
getting credited for murders.
No,
Bonus
Alright,
action, Hexblade's Curse.
Hexblade's Curse. One creature cursed for a minute.
Mavis is getting blamed for everything.
No shit.
Jeez, Mavis, you made me miss. What do you mean?
All right, you Hexblade's Curse it. Maevis, you're up.
Okay.
You know that it's coming up next and bad things are going to happen.
Yeah,
to
dude.
hurt again.
This is bad. This is real bad.
Yeah. I can't take another hit.
I gotta stop that concentration.
So back up.
To do this one.
I can't back up anymore.
You can
I
do
can't
defense.
Disengage.
No.
No, you can do defense.
What's the defense? Just brace?
Disadvantage on their attacks.
How rough does the bear look right now, Sragg?
The bear has some gashes in the hide. You notice a couple of the gears are clicking and not turning right, but all in all, it seems to be doing pretty well. As far as a clockwork bear goes.
Yeah, as much as we know about a clockwork bear. Yeah. Fuck.
Do that.
Now's the time we run. We run or we fight.
Fight, kill it.
I can't drag your dead ass out of here.
What is that thing got a hat on or something? What is that?
What?
Can I hit it from here?
Yeah.
Yes. Unless they've changed anything, you can hit it from an adjacent. You can't?
You can. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, you're good.
Well, actually, I guess I didn't need to. Are we running or not?
I'm kind of, yeah.
Fleur says we fight.
All right. So before I move in close, I'm gonna cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
So your lives are in Fleur's hands for once.
Bad place to be. Bad place to be.
Can hear terrible pain.
Why didn't that let me bump it up?
Bad place to be.
Move as far as its speed away from you.
I wanted to cast that at a level 2, by the way.
What is that?
Just an extra damage dice.
Okay.
So it's another D6?
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to have any more bardic inspiration on you, would you?
Oh, shit.
So it's 9, not 8. Let it run. Attack of opportunity.
Must immediately use its reaction to move as far of its speed a whiles away from you. So I guess it's going to have to use its reaction. So yeah, the lot of you get attacks of opportunity as the bear turns to run from Maevis.
Yes.
Keep in mind this is using your reaction, guys. If you had to plan to use it for something else, it'll be hurt.
Actually, have I already used my reaction? I used my bonus. No,
You're
bonus
good.
acts as reaction, right?
No, bonus
No.
is something else.
Bonus is something separate. Reaction happens on someone else's turn.
Okay.
So everyone that's able to from Maevis's current location, roll and do. Okay, there's Finias. That was Fleur. Okay.
Yeah.
And these two.
Unless someone else wants to give me
I want to
inspiration.
use one of my inspirations to make him re-roll that.
Okay.
Because he's in dire consequences.
Okay. So
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
Oh, you're a fucking waste.
Damn.
And then... No, I'm
Lovely.
not gonna do that.
Anyone else care to donate that crap?
How many times can you give an inspiration on one turn?
till you're out of it.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. There's no...
was that was for an attack, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you just really sucked it up that bad. You
I
failed
did it
twice.
Yeah,
twice.
he rolled
in a
2
row.
ones in a row.
I rolled a
Take one of mine. Take one of that's terrible. Take one of mine.
We go for 3.
Okay. You had
Can
to
I-
get that one.
Can I dump stack this again?
Yeah.
Smite it.
Doing
you
it.
mean?
Do you have another spell slot?
Mm-hmm.
As long as you can smite on a attack of opportunity, right?
I don't know.
Oh, my-
It says so, and it tells you in the thing.
It says when
It
you
does?
hit a
No,
creature with
I'm saying it tells you. Click the thing.
And it'll say in the description.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you hit a
When
creature
you
with an
hit a creature.
attack.
Guys,
So-
just so you'll know, you can't have more than 1 inspiration. You
No,
can't-
that's generally. We have a 3 inspiration roll. You haven't done.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So
All right.
Yeah, so fuck off.
Bear. Like a
Same
bear.
team, bro.
Don't let the bear eat us. So that's all of y'all swinging. Zook, you're going to get to. He needs to make a reflex save. He's running right through your fireball.
Get your lay on hands as a bonus. Isn't it that a bonus?
I don't know. I've looked at that 3 different times. Here, hold on. Let me clicky the button.
1d20 minus 1. Come on.
The Divine Smite says
An
when you
action.
hit a creature with a melee weapon attack. It doesn't matter when it is.
No. The lay on hands.
No, the smite. Your
You
question
do
previous.
Yeah.
Your question previous.
Uh-huh.
It's when you hit.
Yeah. Okay. So I
So
can.
It
do
doesn't
that.
matter when it is. It's when you hit. That's the.
So.
I need damage from Zook's fire.
It doesn't state whether it's expending a standard action or not for the lay on hands.
It doesn't, or for. Yes, it does as an action.
As an action, yeah.
Get 5 more. That's 80.
Just hope that fucking goes down.
Okay. All right. So the bear turns on its reaction.
So did the guards hit him as well?
Yes. Both of them made hits on it. It barrels right through the side of the barn, causing it to collapse in as it just takes off in the straight direction away from Maevis.
How did it look when it was running away?
It's got several more gashes. There's strips of fur hanging off. You see that this thing is mostly mechanical.
Okay.
It's got some oil spurting from different spots, but
is the oil flammable?
Oh,
not sure.
Are the fields flammable if there are any? There are.
Hold on. Wouldn't we know if it was flammable or not when he got hit with the fire?
Okay, you're assuming it's not.
Okay.
Oh, hello, dog.
Okay, so the bear runs and barrels through that. Yes, 50 foot.
50 foot?
Yeah.
I know.
Yep. It says it moves at its full speed in its reaction to get away from Maevis.
Okay.
In other words, this thing's fast.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of hoping for the run option. It's like, one at a time.
Next.
It's its turn now, isn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If Maevis is done, yeah.
All I did was.
But didn't it move at its full rate, which expends its whole turn? Or is that just reaction?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Move its speed away from you. Increases.
Bears are bad, Kai.
What?
All right. It's
Yeah.
shaking its head as it gets over there. It turns back around.
Oh shit!
Pulls out a roar. It is pissed, but it doesn't know you did that. Who's the closest and juiciest? Okay.
Bring it.
Barrels back through over the top of the collapsed barn.
And goes after
to James,
the young one.
Oh no, James.
He's got. How many rounds has this been for James?
He should have. This is 3 rounds.
So he's got 12.
12 temporary hit points. That's a hit.
Oh God.
Yeah,
oh, James.
Good job, James.
If he wasn't wearing a red shirt, he is now.
Let's see here, because that was 48. Oh.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Back and swipes. Yeah. Oh.
Oh my lord.
He took less than me.
Did he though?
Yeah, he did.
By a couple of points.
Yeah, I took like
temporary hit points are gone.
It's 17 health.
Yep. And James is the young one. So
he's not dead yet.
The bear slams into James, taking him down. Now you see why I was worried about what happened to Fleur. When James falls,
to make this even throw 13.
The bear stomps him.
He has trample?
Uh-huh.
And he's made of metal.
Oh, great.
Does he have to use, like, what does he use to do that? Like a bonus action, or?
It's just something that happens in the middle of his attack.
Gotcha.
If the attack is supposed to knock you prone.
Gotcha.
That's what the DC 13 strength save was for. But since James is on the ground, he goes auto prone. And that's enough to do it. And it is...
He's dead.
No. If he's being played like a PC, the only thing that's going to do is when he's hit by damage, is it automatically causes him to fail a death check.
Stomp! Right in the middle of his chest. You see his breastplate's dented in, and he spits some blood out. And he's laying there in horrendous shape.
1 death save.
But there's no negative damage.
James's turn.
Wait a minute. Ah, it takes another 2 damage.
Yep.
He's dead.
No, it's not James. It's the bear, from the fireball.
Bear takes more damage.
Oh, I got you.
Ending your turn within 5 foot of it causes you to take another hit.
Okay.
So you can roll your reflex for half again.
What do you roll for a death save, guys?
D20.
A D20.
And what is it? 10 or below? Or is it 1 or... Oh,
good. 1 and 1.
Is it his turn?
Yep.
He just got 4 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
4 temporary hit points. How does that work if you're like negative 50 something?
There's no negative.
Okay, so he's back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And are the guards?
That doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't really make any sense.
The guards?
It's me. I'm the problem. It's my spell. It's a concentration at the start of every one of their turns.
Okay.
They get temporary hit points.
Hold off on that because that sounds weird as hell.
Well, hold on. My question is:
technically, I could throw someone into a wood chipper as long as they have that spell on.
Yeah, at the end of their next turn. Yeah.
No, it's not at the end of their turn. It's at the start of their turn.
Beginning of their next turn. Yeah.
We'll have to look into that. That's weird.
Sragg,
Okay.
I have a question. Are the human?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I do my Call of the Tide next turn and I say human again, I'm going to heal any human that's in within 30 feet of me. So they're going to get healed for that same thing that I get.
Okay. So you see.
See, the problem is it's temporary.
Sragg.
So what happens after the spell is done?
Hold on a second, guys. How many hit points does he have?
How many hit points did he have?
Yes.
He had a grand total of 15.
He's dead. At 0 hit points, if you take any damage while you have 0 hit points, you suffer a death saving failure. If the damage is from a critical hit, you suffer 2. If the damage equals or exceeds your hit point maximum, you suffer instant death.
Okay.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead then. So when you saw the spurt, there wasn't just blood. There was some mushy tissue that came out as well when he got his chest.
Yep. Okay. Poor James.
That makes more sense.
He was just off duty.
You see Harold is seemingly enraged by this and runs up at the bear. And swings, but it goes wild. Zook, you're up.
I use my 5-foot movement to smack my fireball into the bear as the bonus action.
Okay. He's got to make his little save. I think it's a 14, right? So he failed that. Your damage?
8.
And then I'm going to throw another firebolt at him.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And the damage for your other fire?
My other fire. He takes a total of 21 this turn from me.
21 this turn from you. All right. That.
Then I'm going to use my movement to. That's not the right thing. Let's go this way.
Okay. All right. And Zook moves away.
Yep. Because I am a chicken.
All right.
An alive chicken.
First,
You're up.
call the tide human. So heal. Another 5 for me, and then 4 more temp. That makes me up to 12 temporary now.
Okay. All right. What do? You just saw one of the guards you've been drinking with for a few years now since he signed on, and he grew up in this town, get completely destroyed by this creature.
And why not for the last one? Fucking critical fails this one. It makes 9 more damage.
It takes another blow coming in from Fleur.
Fleur, you're standing in a fireball.
Mm-hmm.
School of Evocation. I can declare a safe zone. You'll take no damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, there we go.
Cheating mages.
Yep.
That's not how fireball works. No.
It is now.
How is this thing looking?
Like a clockwork bear. Out of all the clockwork bears you've seen, this looks like a pretty clockwork bear.
Okay, let me restate this. Is this thing looking like it's close to expiring or no?
You're not really sure what the expiration date is on a mechanical bear.
Okay, dude, just answer the question.
Yeah.
You don't know. It's getting damage. You can tell that. You can tell that you're doing damage to it, but you really don't know.
Okay.
If it was an organic creature, you'd have a much better idea, but
I don't see any smoke coming out of this thing yet or anything?
no smoke yet.
Okay.
Like I said, there's spurts of fluid coming out of it in places. Things are seeming to stop up, and it's getting a little more jerky in its movements. But
okay,
it's a strange creature.
Gotcha.
Finias, you're up.
Am I safe from your fireball too?
There we go. I can declare 2 people that are immune to it, and I've chosen Fleur and Finias because they look like they're the melee people.
Excellent. Okay, I will move up to the bear. Now, would you say there's exposed metal on the bear?
Yes. Lots.
Excellent. Shocking grasp.
Okay.
Way to recharge it.
Have advantage on the
Oh
attack
no,
roll.
it's hyper aggressive now.
you charged his batteries. No.
You have advantage on the attack roll. Go for it.
Shit, what is my ranged spell attack? It's proficiency plus charisma, right?
I believe so. Makes sense.
8 plus charisma plus thing,
And
right?
it's just a touch attack, right?
I don't remember.
You got it.
It says on your
Doing
thing.
your damage.
You click the attack button. It's on the. It's above your spells.
Plus 6, yeah. So I did it right, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, it's actually 19, but yeah.
Yeah, you didn't plus the
I
other
missed
4.
the plus, yeah. Anyway, it still hits. So that is a D8 lightning. Seven.
All right. Finias, when you reach out and you shock this bear, you're almost knocked back by the blast. You weren't expecting it to be that strong.
Oh no.
Oh,
You see that the bear recoils from it as well.
it's weak to lightning. And because he can't react, bye-bye.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Good job, Finias. All right. Maevis, you're up.
I don't have lightning.
I can teach you just sometime. It's really easy.
I don't have fucking anything to use against that. Stabby stab.
Just run around rubbing your feet on the carpet.
Nice.
Bonus action. I've used one bardic, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 left. For 5, 6. I guess we're fighting this thing. All right, I'm moving in to attack it.
All right. What do you do?
I'm gonna attack with my rapier.
Okay.
And I wanted to use Bardic Inspiration first.
Okay.
What's that gonna work on? Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
The suspense is killing me. What are you doing? What are you trying to do to my creature?
Use it on me.
Okay.
Today. For once.
For once. Gotcha.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's my attack.
Okay.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay. You're going to use an actual inspiration point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop being Fleur.
I thought you said stop being Fleur.
I tried. I got 3 better. How do I got to get? No, I'm done. Okay.
Right. So you swing at it a miss.
Yeah.
And it's the bear's turn.
The bear.
The bear, after getting that satisfying crunch on poor James.
Did it go prone?
The bear?
Yeah.
No, it just got knocked for a loop, but it didn't go prone.
Would you say like a loop made it go still?
It attacks Maevis. No.
Well, so long.
One deed.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Who's it attack?
It's coming down on Harold.
I'm gonna actually impose disadvantage on its attack roll.
It hits Harold.
Okay. I tried.
You did. I appreciate your attempt.
The motorized porcupine suddenly drives by.
You notice
right up on his motorcycle.
It threw in the turbos when it swung it this time. Holy crap.
What the hell?
And he didn't have any temporary hit points.
Even if he did, he's dead.
You see Harold crumple to the ground with the hit. And then
Thargeth, I think it's good we stayed at home.
I know, right? It'd be a fun party.
We could have used someone who could actually stand on the front lines.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him.
Not me. I got taken out by a purple wombat or whatever.
Yeah.
Gonna use some of my
Yeah, but while you were
critical
getting taken out, Fleur was able to do damage. She can't do 2 things at the same time.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry I couldn't be a meat shield for a second for an extra round.
Don't worry. I'm sure it wouldn't try to stomp you in the back of the head.
All right.
Oh, you're damn
You
right it
see
would.
he slams into Harold,
dead.
and Harold just falls forward. The bear goes to stomp and gets his head. It splatters everywhere like a watermelon.
That was fitting.
Interestingly enough.
It's a shame he didn't hit points instead of
More like a pumpkin.
He had seeds in his head.
And you know what the worst part was? He was going to retire in 2 days.
Yes, he was. Retirement was right there. And you guys drug him off to this farm. It's not their turn because they're dead. Zook, it's your turn.
like save for being within 5 foot of the fireball at the end of his turn.
Oh, yeah.
Please let it fucking fall over now.
What's your reflex save on that?
How do I calculate that?
8
should
plus
be
proficiency plus modifier, spell modifier.
Yeah.
Oh, it is 5. Yeah, it's 15.
Okay. So he makes that.
Sacrifice.
No, it ties.
He goes to attack her.
Yeah.
The one that made the roll, yeah. So he makes that.
Okay.
All right, you're up now, Zook.
So he takes 5 fire damage?
Takes 5 fire damage. Then the fireball is the bonus action is going to smack him in the head or butt again.
So I've got him. Well, no, he's made the save for the previous one.
Yes. Now you got to roll again because this time I'm actually moving it back and smacking you with it.
That's cool. He fails that one.
So you take 10 fire damage.
Fire damage for that, and you do. You hit him for 1 more point of fire, just to
16.
The bear kerplodes.
All right.
Point for 16.
And now, when the fire leaves off of the bear from Zook's blast, you notice that even though the smoke from the singed fur stopped, there's a blacker smoke billowing out of the sides now.
Okay. Thank God.
Fleur, you're up.
That's his regenerative smoke.
Yeah. So let me see here. How many actual points am I at?
What creatures do trample?
So I got 16 temp now.
Usually large ones.
No, I mean, like, what types of creatures? Where's the word written in 5e? Because it's different in 5e.
Let's see.
That's what I want to check.
Look for stomp or anything called a trampling charge.
Is it stomp or is it trample?
The damage that happens afterwards is stomp. Trampling charge is what you're looking for. If they land a blow, then they have to make either a strength check, or if they're knocked prone, then they get the stomp.
Okay, so I'm going to use my last channel divinity for Turn the Tide. Human.
Uh-huh.
So heal for another 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm committed. I got nothing else I can do. If only I had that bardic inspiration.
Maybe if you just stop sucking.
Or that, yeah.
Thinking about this.
Instead of blaming me for your problems.
I know. Since I've done my attack, I am going to use Lay on Hands.
Is that a bonus action?
It's an action. I have not taken any movement.
Okay.
You attack though with your sword, though, right?
Say what?
You attack with the sword.
That's your action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So I got a move left. No, I'll sit there then.
He can't take any reactions. He can't attack of opportunity.
I can't retreat.
Finias, you're up.
Beacon. Well, that seemed to work really well last time, so let's do that again.
What was that one thing that you say about defense to impose a disadvantage on his attacks?
Oh, I forgot to turn on advantage. I don't think it matters.
No, it doesn't matter. That hits. So, Finias,
subtract 4 from that. It's only 6 damage. I don't know why it's adding my charisma.
it's only 6 damage?
Yeah. Well, 6 plus whatever the bonus is.
Right.
We need to have a chat about trampling charge and stomp.
I will gladly read it in just a sec.
There we go. I fixed that.
Because there's no movement being happening here.
You don't need to. I'll read it.
It says you need to. Or take an attack. And if you take an attack, you can't attack again.
Finias, you go up. You unleash this shock. And everyone nearby rolls a reflex save? Dex save, I think.
Oh, fuck.
Dex save.
I blew up the bear.
Explosion.
This is going to leave a mark.
You said Dex? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Okay.
Not gonna hurt.
You all avoid being knocked over as bits of mechanical bear go flying in every direction. Finias obviously hit something critical with that, causing the bear to explode.
Right in the flux capacitor.
The middle of the bear blows out. It was in mid-swing, Fleur. The claws come down right by your face, and it stops, and then the red light in its eye dies.
Okay.
Terminator style.
While it's sitting there, I'm going to attempt to do this. Hopefully I can.
Press Rose on it.
No. I'm going to attempt to try to take the paw off of it for our dwarf friend who said that he was injured by it, so that way we can prove that we killed it.
Nice.
It starts kind of falling to pieces. You're able to wrench the paw off of it.
Okay.
There's still bits of Harold on the paw.
I let the fireball go out.
Are they both like dead? Okay. Now from there, I guess I'll go over and do a prayer for both of them. Like guide them to the afterlife.
I want to inspect this bear, see if I can figure out how it worked.
Okay.
It worked.
It seems to be mostly clockwork bear. Some parts of it would be fit for a golem, but being done entirely mechanically. There's no magic animation in this at all.
I look at the gears and see if there's a stamp on any of them for where they were manufactured.
The only thing you found in it, there is a strange stamp on the core. You're not sure. You've never seen this particular sigil before. And when you open up the core that's cracked open already, you notice bits of burning chicken.
Oh, chicken collider.
I pull out my pen and a piece of paper and make a copy of the sigil.
Okay. You get a copy of the stamp.
And after that, I go in and finish inspecting the barn.
The barn is destroyed.
Didn't do it, not paying for it.
Does anybody know if James and
Harold
had family?
James had parents back in Moondell. Harold was kind of a loner.
Is there a cart or anything nearby?
There is not.
There's 2 horses.
Mm-hmm. You can easily throw them over the back of the horses.
I said we can lash them to the horses for sure.
Yeah. The one guy you might want to wrap up with no head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, once that's done, I guess I'll do that. So
I was going to get that, but knock yourself out, Fleur.
tie them to the cart or to the horses, right to the saddle.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
you're not dragging the bodies. You're throwing them over there.
we're gonna put them on top of the saddle, where they're laying, like the horses here, and they're just laying over the side.
Yeah. Okay.
Except over through the actual saddle.
Okay. So you lay the guards over the saddles and lash them to the saddles.
Correct.
You don't have any trouble really doing that. You're used to this kind of work.
Of course.
The bear head survived?
Yes.
How much does it look like it weighs? Well,
good 20 pounds at least.
That's not bad.
No.
I think we should take that back. Just maybe prove it wasn't us that killed these guards. The legal system here is, as you know, is pretty ridiculous.
That works. I mean, I did take the paw, but that makes more sense to take the head.
All right. You get the head wrenched off. Fleur has the paw. You have the guards lash the saddles, so you head back from your farm.
Was there anything that the guards dropped when they went down?
Just their swords and basic equipment.
Yeah. Take what's reason. You know what? It's all going on the horse.
Loot the dead? Okay.
No, I'm not looting the dead.
Prepare the last rites.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like their right to possess items relinquished.
Wow. Okay. Let me see something here.
So, was there anything else? How much of the barn is collapsed? Is it partially or is it fully collapsed?
It's partially collapsed. You've got this northern wall has been collapsed in. The other side's still kind of standing up. It could be rebuilt. It's not like
is
totally gone.
Do I think that it is unwise to go, or we'll put it this way? Does the structure look like it's going to fall over in an instant?
Int check.
No.
Or is it holding?
Roll your int check. Knowledge engineering, which I don't think exists anymore.
It's not a saving throw.
That works for me.
Still not a saving throw.
Same number.
Still works for me.
It looks like while he tore that part of the barn down, the rest of it's still serviceable.
Okay. Peering from the side, not getting actually underneath it. Do I see anything else inside the barn from a distance?
From a distance.
Besides the half-ate cow.
You do. What kind of armor are you wearing anyway, Fleur? I don't see it on your.
It's on there. I don't know why it's showing that though.
Heavy armor. Okay, I was just checking.
Int or investigation would have been fine based on the description.
Okay. Good.
Investigation is deduction.
Okay.
Go over and shake the wall. It didn't fall. It should be good.
All right. I was just curious.
Like logic deduction. This looks like this, then you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
You can roll good enough to know if a building's going to collapse, but not good enough to be able to hit something the size of the barn.
Exactly.
Well, the
She's
barn
both smart.
object was actively trying to move.
This is okay. As long as this barn doesn't. So basically, you're just trying to figure out if this barn is going to move.
No, come on here.
From looking at it, this barn will not move anytime soon, unless another bear comes flying through the other wall.
Okay.
Out of nowhere, a second bear appeared.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, I'm looking around now, actually.
I mean,
Okay. There was tracks out in the pumpkin farm.
What kind of tracks?
Like, I don't know, small tracks
Train tracks.
with little like marks beside the paw prints.
Do you still
I don't know
have
what they were.
do you still have the mechanical rat there, Zook?
No,
Back at the end.
Oh,
I
that's right.
think Maevis still could.
Well, I mean, just look at the tracks. You can see that
Yeah.
they're all over the field.
Does it look like those would be made by something like the mechanical rats?
What's the size?
I reach behind
right
me and
size,
pull
yeah.
out a small bat. I kind of shake him awake. All right, wake up, dummy. Wake up. I need you to go and search the area to see if you find any more mechanical animals, okay? Okay? Come
You
on,
see the
wake
bat?
up.
The bat actually starts rubbing its eyes with its wings. And
There
then
you go.
starts to flap and fly up.
I toss it up in the air a little bit to give it a lifted start.
It starts kind of dive bombing towards the house and then waves up again. and starts flapping off over the countryside.
I telepathically tell it to come back when it's done. Don't even think about sneaking off for a nap.
Okay. And almost on cue, from somewhere off in the distance, further to the east, the collective lot of you hear a wolf howl. But it doesn't sound right.
It's time to go.
Nope. Goodbye. You can have
No
far-
biological vocal cords made those howls.
Nope. It's
Just
time
like
to go.
modem noises attached to it.
Yep.
It's time to go. Back on the horses. Come on, everybody. Back on the horses. Come on.
And that is how the
Go,
DM
Marty.
dashed our hopes of a farm.
I already have a farm. I don't know what you're talking about.
Agree. Let's get out of here. I'll lead the Harold and Kumar horses.
Okay, I'm out.
Okay.
Harold and Kumar.
All right. So the group mounts up. The bat communicates back with you that there are other mechanical creatures in the nearby area.
Okay, get back here.
Are they in?
Hopefully there's no flying ones.
I asked how big they are.
Much bigger than me.
Good answer. 75 cubits.
And it flies back to you as y'all are riding back towards town then, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm assuming from the group saying, let's get out of here.
Yeah. All aboard the Nope Road.
After another 3 hours, y'all...
Can we do a short rest while we're riding, or no?
Technically, no.
Oh, no.
Technically, no
Okay.
riding's too much of an active. If we were on a cart and somebody else was driving, yeah. But
Yeah, okay.
if you've ever been horseback riding, it's not a passive thing.
Sleep on a horse while
Unless
you're...
someone was leading your horse, right?
Yeah, you might be able to pull it off that way. Like if you could like strap yourself down to the horse and not fall off.
Kind of slump over the front of the horse.
Yeah.
Harold and James have the right idea.
I was going to say,
That's what I mean.
they're bringing 3 bodies back to town.
I said we actually kick it up to, a quick pace this time and get there in 2.5 hours.
Yep.
Agreed.
Okay. So y'all go to a quick pace to get back to town.
If the bear was fast, the wolf would be freaking turbo fast.
So
I want a mechanical wolf.
while y'all are riding back, we'll skip back over to the inn for a bit. It's been a couple of hours. Thargeth, your tab is ever growing.
Okay.
Yeah. Lana, the inn seems rather quiet without all the usuals here. All you've got is Thargeth and Vimrin. Not much to do. What do you do?
I could see her just sitting there, like listening to this now probably drunk farmer talk about whatever his rashes or going on a boat. Does he ever accidentally say anything about what's on his farm? Does he get drunk?
You know what? Let's see. Let's go ahead and have a peek. Let's give him a fort save. Or a con save, I guess is what it would be. I don't even know. What is your save for this? There's a con saving throw in there. Okay.
Yeah, I probably would have asked him what he plans on doing when he leaves town and stuff.
Oh yeah, he's fucking. He's gone. He's so getting that drunk. You say, "I've just got to get out of here. Go out, see the world, somewhere where there's not so many of those little clockwork beasties running around."
Oh, you've seen more of them, have you?
They ruined most of my crop, and they're getting bigger. I'm done, I tell you.
Bigger? They're growing?
No, it's bigger ones. First, it was just rats. Then all kinds of strange things started showing up.
Like a bear?
Thankfully, I had never seen a bear. That's too big.
What is the biggest one you have seen?
There were some wolves running about with red glowing eyes. They're faster than normal wolves.
Don't you think you might have told them about the clockwork animals before sending them out to a deadly farm?
Well, it's not a deadly farm, it's a good farm. They can handle themselves. They're much stronger than me. And I've lived out there just fine. It's just getting too much for me, you know.
Of course, of course. Have you run into any other problems other than the mechanical animals?
No. Besides the memories.
Memories? What specifically?
I still wake up at night sometimes. You see, he's getting this kind of haunted look. Still hear my family screaming.
Screaming?
Something
Bandits.
killed him?
The bandits, don't you know?
Which bandits?
This years back, a couple of ruffians. We were going to take them in for the night. Thought they were just travelers. They bound me up to the post and took everything we had. Killed my family laughing. I still remember them screaming.
Why didn't they kill you?
He looks at her. Sometimes I wish they had.
I'm pouring him another drink.
I think perhaps they thought this was a crueler fate.
My apologies. I know that must have been difficult.
He just kind of nods and starts drinking again. He doesn't talk much more unless y'all try to engage him.
Nah.
No. I will go upstairs and check up on Laura and the baby.
Okay. You'll go up to see that she's actually got the baby. It's gripping her fingers and she's trying to help it walk. It's too young for this, but she's getting it used to the idea. She seems giddy about it when you come up. She's still got it in the little pink dress with a pink bow tied in its hair.
You come back 10 minutes later, it's walking, and you see her trying to put one of the serving plates on it.
No.
Russian it.
You seem to be enjoying the baby still.
Yes, I think that she's just what I need.
What do you mean?
Well, you know it does get lonely.
Of course, of course.
I thought about getting a dog, but they're just so noisy. Randomly, too, with no reason. Crazy, these animals.
Are you going to hire someone to replace you during your time of caring for the baby while it's young?
That is a marvelous idea. You think anyone would want a position? That Fleur girl, maybe?
I'm not sure.
At the temple.
I think she does a lot of killing of people at her church.
Killing the people at her church. Well,
but she blesses a lot of people and then they end up dying, so I assume that's what she does. I could be wrong. Maevis already plays here. I don't think she would want to tend the bar. It would
Maybe
get in the way.
See if Thargeth and maybe Foedrin want to run the bar. Oh, I'd be out of drink in 2 days.
This is true too.
One for you, one for me. Two for you, 1, 2 for me.
Perhaps you put a note on the boards throughout the town, ask them for help.
That's an excellent idea. Would you mind taking care of that?
Not at all. What exactly would you like it to say?
Something about wanting help.
What as far as compensation?
Standard wages apply.
All right. I will direct them to come to the tavern to meet with you personally.
All right, then. Thank you. You're so helpful, Lana.
Of course, of course. You have been so kind to me. It is all I can do to return the favor. And to be honest, I don't think I could have taken care of the baby by myself. So I'm actually very glad to see that you have taken a liking to her.
Seems
Personally,
like it was just meant to be.
That is perfectly fine. I just simply could not leave it at the orphanage after seeing the conditions that it was in.
I've heard that they didn't have any children at the orphanage.
I'm not quite so sure exactly why that is true, but I did see the rooms that they stayed in not well at all. Kept them in small rooms, locked all the time. It looked like there might have been room for maybe 3 or 4 children per room, but I am not 100% sure on that.
Have they brought in someone new to manage the orphanage?
Not from what I can tell. They had spoken about doing that, but I don't think they have found anyone to take that position.
You know, you're quite good with children, Lana.
Oh, no, I know good with children. I forget about baby twice in one night. I know good with children.
Mayhaps not.
But you have mothering touch. You good. Oh, the rest of them went to go check out a farm of the farmers downstairs. He apparently did not want it anymore. They went to go see if they could purchase it.
I see. Well, let me know when they get back and I'll put something on for supper.
Certainly. Do you need anything before I go back downstairs?
Some milk.
Right away. I bring it to you right away.
All right.
So she'll go downstairs and get it, take it back.
Okay. Do y'all have anything else for the next couple of hours, or you just talk amongst yourselves?
Nope. Okay. Just general chit chat.
Okay. So the party makes it back to the gates with the 2 dead guards. The other guards see you riding up. And do not act with immediate suspicion because you're locals. They see what's going on and run up. What happened?
Yes, there was a very, very horrible thing. We were out inspecting a farm that we were considering purchasing, and there was a very large bear out there that attacked us. These fine gentlemen helped, actually, they saved our lives. Unfortunately, we were not able to fell the bear fast enough to save theirs.
It's odd. The bear was waiting in the barn when we were there.
Do they kind of look back and forth? It was staying in the barn?
Yeah, almost like it was a trap.
Well, it was eating the cow. I figured it just wandered in there for food, but...
Why was the cow left there? It's so strange that the cow was left there. And the man was trying to sell us his farm, but not selling his cow. Very strange indeed.
Much less of how did the bear actually close the door behind it, because the barn was closed as well.
He didn't tell us of the bear at all.
I stop and try and think back. Was the back door open?
The back door to the house?
The barn.
No, to the barn.
No.
Huh. That is a very good point. How did the bear get in there without opening or closing any doors?
I think, and I'm just guessing, from my talks with Harold, that maybe the farmer's guilty of a greater scheme here. He kind of mentioned some things to me about, Vimran recently coming into money and wanting to retire.
You know what? He did say that.
See the guards start looking.
Maybe
back
he
and forth.
killed those two nobles. Maybe Giles didn't kill them at all. And he framed Giles. And then he tried to kill us? There's the depths of his depravity.
That seems to be a bit of a stretch.
Roll persuasion. I can see you doing this, but you're gonna have to do pretty good. All right. You are full of crap, so I'm gonna try an investigation. Or not? It's insight, right? Insight.
Yes, insight.
Insight only tells you whether or not you believe what Maevis is saying, and
Yeah. Okay.
if it's persuasion, then Maevis believes what she's saying. So do you.
Well, Maevis doesn't. Maevis knows it's bullshit.
Then it's not persuasion.
It's not persuasion.
It's deception.
Or it's deception.
Deception. Okay, deception, Maevis.
So -2.
14.
-2.
So it's 14. I mean, you rolled a 4.
Where
Do
is
you want
this
me to-
farmer?
He's in the tavern.
Which tavern, ma'am? There's many taverns here.
Oh, my apologies. The Lara's Tavern?
Lara's Tavern is in the Moondeep.
Moondeep. Yes, that's the one.
All right,
I didn't even know it had a name.
it's just a hangout, huh?
Yeah, it's
Lara's
just
clubhouse.
yeah, it's it's just the tavern. We just anyway.
You see the guard starts moving, calling a couple of people over. Two of you get those bodies and get them over to the temple.
I can
You
take
three-
them. I can take them to the temple. I
He
apologize.
stops talking immediately and turns to see you wanted to say something.
I can take them to the temple. I was actually heading there to take them there myself.
He nods. All right. You two, you three, head over to Moondeep and bring this farmer. Does he have a name?
Vimran.
Cotton?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, then. Go collect Mr. Cotton and take him in for questioning. Yes, sir. They salute and start heading off. He lets y'all into the town without any other problem. So did you bother covering the gore, or are they dripping?
No, it would have been covered.
Okay, just checking.
With what?
I would have covered it as best as I
Missing
could.
head, if it was going to be.
So
And
the
town,
one-
she covered it. I was just trying to find out.
the one thing I would have asked for the guard is by chance, do you know who exactly
Or by
James'
fact.
family is? Yes. Do you know where James' family is?
You'll have to check with the barracks.
Okay. Before heading to the temple, then I would head to the barracks so I can get at least.
You're dragging the bodies through town?
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
have to take them to
I'm
the
just
temple.
checking. I just want to make sure that's what he was thinking of doing.
Unless the temple district is immediately offset from.
Completely different direction.
Yeah. I would go taking him to the temple, and I'll bring back a bloodied garment back to the barracks to turn around and show Tash where James's family is.
Okay, so that's where you're headed. The rest of you three, where are y'all going?
I'm heading back to the tavern.
Okay.
See if I can get something better than rat bit stew for dinner.
And Sragg,
Yep.
while I'm at the church, I'm actually going to see if anyone's actually able to res James, at least to bring James back. I know Harold's gone, but see if they can resurrect James.
Okay, it's worth a shot. All right.
Just stuff those guts of his back in his mouth.
Resurrection's resurrection. The state of the body doesn't matter.
So,
Try to bring them both back then.
Phineas, where are you headed?
I'll stay with Maevis.
Mavis, where are you headed?
To the tavern.
All right, so the three of y'all head back to the tavern, and Fleur's off by herself. Okay.
Seems to be the problem.
All right. Y'all will get back to the tavern before Fleur gets to the temple, since that's Old Town versus the Temple District. You're also going to be getting there directly behind a group of 5 guards.
Okay.
So, Svetlana, Thargeth, 5 guards come into the tavern that you haven't seen before. These aren't regulars. These are from the other side of town.
Okay.
They come in, look to the 3 of you, and then look to Vimran. The one that led them in nods. The 4 guards surround Vimran and said, "Sir, we're going to have you come with us. You're under arrest for suspicion of attempted murder."
Yeah, just kind of backs away.
Vimran adamantly swears his innocence as he's being guided away. So the party, you'll see them taking Vimran out. Do you want to say anything to him before he's carted off? He's drunk as a skunk, swearing he's innocent. He didn't know that bear was in there.
Oh, he's saying that?
Yeah. He said that.
No, I won't say anything.
I'm just like, none of my business.
Said anything about a bear.
Yeah, I'm just staying out of their guards' way.
Yeah, you will notice no one said anything about a bear, so. Okay.
I
So-
do hope the others are all right.
When you say that, one of the guards turns and says, 2 were killed, I'm afraid.
Oh my, do you know who it was?
No, unrecognizable, I'm afraid. But the nice girl from the temple was heading there, taking them.
All right then.
Nods.
Were they men or women? Can you at least know that?
Men, yes. Well, he turns and sees his way out with the rest. Leaving you for a few moments wondering about that.
Mhm.
Before Zook, Maevis, and Finias walk in.
One beer. Actually, no, an ale. Get me an ale.
Ah, Zook, you're back.
So Vimran was gone by the time we got there?
No, that's why y'all were walking up and you heard him yelling out that he didn't know anything about a bear.
Oh, okay, so we heard that?
Yeah, you heard that.
Okay.
That's why I asked if y'all wanted to say anything as he was being carted off.
I wasn't sure if you were talking to us or them.
Yeah.
Both.
I stop and look at the guards and say, "Did y'all tell him anything about a bear?"
Then one of the guards turns to look at you and shakes his head no.
Because it was a bear that ambushed us. And I just look at him and then turn and walk into the bar.
I hold up the severed head of the bear towards Vimran. What's his reaction?
You see he's got a visible shock to see that it's been disposed of.
Nice work there, Maevis. I didn't put that together.
I think it was a Maevis and who was that? Maevis, Zook, and
Fleur.
Sitting there. Like, yeah, you'll totally Sherlock Holmes that crap.
Take him away,
So
toys.
Is there no depths to your depravity, Vimran? How dare you? Cost 2 innocent men their lives today. Were you just trying to exact revenge on Harold for the incident that happened with your family?
He's kind of, and I would have gotten away with it too. If it wasn't for you meddling kids.
That blasted gnome.
Yeah, and your blasted gnome. And they cart him off. Leaving the 5 of y'all to discuss as you will. You haven't
But
seen
if you two are alive, who's the one that died? Who died?
I'm afraid, Lassie.
And did you turn dwarven all?
Harold and,
A little bit.
and James unfortunately died protecting us.
Yes, I'm afraid it was your guard friends that did not make it. Now, about that ale. Oh, and a steak. I could really use a steak right now.
Gotta look good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That is very tragic. Very, very sad they passed. Are you all okay? Any injuries?
You got to fight the bear without me. Yeah.
Oh, you'll live.
I offered for you to come.
Yeah, but I had to watch that guy. See, it was worth it. He tried to sneak out of the bathroom.
He did. He tried to sneak a window. We stop him, though. We stop him.
I guess we could have taken him with us. But anyway.
He wouldn't have went.
Oh, I'm sure we could have made him.
Probably, but
I can be very persuasive. But anyway, it all worked out. And we have a farm, which I hope to never go back to again, because it's infested with mechanical monsters.
Well, maybe before they kill him, you can get your gold back.
well, we bought the farm fair and square.
Well, actually, Harold and them bought the... wait.
It's too soon.
Too soon.
Finias, it's too soon.
Sorry. My bad.
I do be careful if you decide to go back. They did say that there were wolves there as well.
Yeah, we heard one of those.
It's kind of a shady contract to begin with.
There's like mechanical markings all over that farm.
I don't know. We it seemed like a pretty good deal to me. 10 gold for an entire chunk of land, right?
He said there were many mechanical beasts. That
I mean,
keep,
we could technically keep the deed to the farm if somehow the mechanical thing clears itself up. We've got a farm.
I pull out the piece of paper I made the marking on and lay it down on the bar and ask if anybody's ever seen this before.
What are we looking at?
A piece of paper? I've seen paper before.
I smacked the dwarf on the back of the head. The marking on the paper.
Isn't that your signature? Oh, not that paper.
He hit me in the head.
You must be used to
This
it
is
by
where
now.
you get the lumps.
It looks almost like a bell, but as you're sitting here examining it, you notice that it's a clever use of fonts for the letters. There's an F that's kind of curved out this way, and an X that's curved out this way, looking kind of like a bell. The letters in the middle seem to make it say Felix, but you're not sure.
I'm guessing no one recognizes it.
Nope.
That's the squiggly thing with nope.
Does it look like a name, Felix?
It looks like that might be it, yeah.
Have I ever heard of Felix? Shall I roll history?
Roll history.
Just the cat.
Holy
shit!
You nailed it. You know everything about Felix.
His
You've
entire
done a thesis on him.
his entire
In
lineage.
fact, you did. Back in the college, you've actually read a book by a Felix R. Bruenstein, sometimes known as the Mad Alchemist. He had worked with several golem projects. He was the spiritual successor of Ost Nightbreeze. So now he would be the most renowned alchemist in the world. Occasionally, people still in the wilds will run into airships that are crewed entirely by golems that are out getting resources for his factories.
Mm-hmm. Well, crap.
What?
I know who this is.
Then why'd you ask us?
Because it took me a moment to realize whose emblem this was.
Are you going to tell us?
It was Felix what?
Felix R. Bruenstein.
Felix R. Bruenstein. He is a mad alchemist and probably the best alchemist on the planet.
All right, look at the others.
He is specifically renowned for making clockwork golems.
Are those like clockwork bears, but not as bitey?
One can only assume.
You'll know that some cities actually use mostly Felix golems for their guards, which is one of his famous claims. Like if you go south to Everland, you've seen mechanical golems there, posted as guards, but I mean it's ancient history. No one pays attention to who made that anymore, but that was in the book.
Like to the south, there are cities that have entire police forces only of his golems.
But then he is not a bad person then, right?
I don't know about that. He's a genius. That doesn't make him a good person. From what I understand, he sells his golems to the highest bidder.
What is wrong with that?
I shrug and say, oh, nothing, but that doesn't make you a good person.
That doesn't make you evil either.
No, it doesn't. But that doesn't make you a good person.
Well, no one said that is what's making him a good person, but it does not make him a bad person. So he is not bad. I did not ask if he was good. I asked if he was bad.
Oh, you said he was a good person.
What is going
Svetlana, a girl after my own heart. He's an arms dealer. That doesn't mean he's a bad guy. Kill anyone? No.
He sells guns to bad guys. Doesn't mean he's a bad guy. Yeah.
So if there are many mechanical creatures in the area, does that mean he is close by?
That or somebody's copying his work, or they've gotten part of their main power cores from him. There's a lot of different what ifs. But potentially, yes, he is close by.
He is particularly famous for making everything that he makes runs off of chicken.
For some reason, he can make anything that he makes run off of chickens.
Like, powered by chickens?
Yep. Don't ask me how, but he does.
Like a treadmill?
Like I heard it say once, a chicken collider?
A treadmill.
The large Hadron chicken collider.
How odd. Mad genius indeed.
Mm-hmm. Not sure about the genius part, but I'll give you mad. That's for sure. Running things with chickens does not sound exactly too smart. Sounds messy.
I mean, chickens are cheap, aren't they?
Speaking of chickens, how's my steak coming?
Oh my goodness, I have not set it back in the back yet. You will wait.
Anyone else hungry for chicken now?
Information to be gathered. You're so hungry, go make it yourself. Otherwise, you finish telling me story, then I leave.
I get off the stool and start walking into the back.
I'll help you.
All right.
Are there guards that are like nearby the inn? Like,
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Shit. Fuck. Okay.
Shit, fuck.
Someone remind me to tell the guards that these creatures are weak to lightning.
Maybe we should tell the barracks that they have a problem out east? If they're not already aware?
Who went into the kitchen?
Laura.
I did. And so did Zook.
Okay. Zook, Thargeth, when you go into the kitchen, you open the door to go back to cook. You see a rat scurry out towards the back door. The most disturbing part about it is that its back legs are wheels.
I shoot it with a flame bolt.
Fire.
I'm just pointing.
Fire in town. What could possibly go wrong?
I didn't say he was a very brilliant, well, he is brilliant, he's just not very intelligent when it comes to certain things. Oh, that's it.
Wisdom. It's all
Wisdom.
about the wisdom.
Yeah, I don't have a very high wisdom score.
Fire.
Oh, wait, no, it's 15.
Firebolt's pretty contained.
All right. You open the door, you see the rat, it takes off running. You point at it, it bursts into flames.
Great Orphanage Fire 1735. Whatever it was. Avoided.
Stops functioning.
I run over and stomp out any flames that could potentially catch the kitchen on fire.
Mm-hmm.
1753, actually, I think.
There's another one. You got it good.
Mm-hmm.
Do I hear this commotion going on in the kitchen?
I pick up the rat, and I walk out, and I hand it to Svetlana. Your soup ingredients got away. And I go back to making my steak.
Wait.
See? Rat bit stew.
He said he set it on fire and then he stomped out the flames. I could just see him stomping rat bits into the floor. What did he pick up?
It's gonna be a
What
flat
did he
rat.
Pick up?
The metal
Like
pieces.
You got it by the tail. Carries it in there. It's a little
Then
flattened.
again, if its back legs were wheels, then does that mean that there was no tail?
Pretty sure that's the same tail that was in your soup a while ago.
Do I recognize this rat? Why was it on wheels?
Let's fill the rat.
It looks a lot like the original mechanical rat. The difference that you'll notice that this one has even more parts replaced with mechanical pieces than the one you saw previously.
Oh, so it looks like another mechanical creature.
Mm-hmm.
Separate from the one that we had originally.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Zook. Does it have one of those chippies in it with, what's his name?
I'd have to take it apart, and I want to make the steak first.
Where in the
Oh,
world
yes.
did you
Good plan.
find this creature?
Let's just leave it
In your
here.
kitchen. Maybe you should clean it.
Oh, maybe you should clean it, smartass. Why in the world is there another mechanical creature running around in the kitchen?
I don't know. I'm just cooking a steak.
Let's go dirty the kitchen, and she can clean it.
Here.
Laura, you have customers in kitchen. They destroy everything.
What?
She said it was okay.
She comes running down.
They're being unruly.
She comes running down holding the goblin baby still with the pink dress and the pink bow in its hair. When she comes up, she kind of hands the baby to you,
Okay.
reaches up and grabs a soup ladle and heads into the kitchen.
Oh, no.
Roll initiative.
Okay.
We just wanted food. She said to make it ourselves.
Lana,
No such thing. I say no such thing.
I told you to tell me when they came back so I could put something on for supper.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna make food. Okay.
They just came through the door less than 5 minutes ago. They were telling us about the deaths that happened at the farm.
Out!
They give me
Out
no
of the
time at
kitchen!
all.
But if you're making food, okay.
She whacks you on the head with the spoon right where the
Shoot
mom is.
me in the head!
It's your catchphrase.
Not hard, but whacks you right there. Boing. Out of the kitchen.
At least make him a steak, too.
She gets to cooking. They're getting steak and tubers.
Yes, by the way, you have a rat problem in here.
There are no rats in this kitchen.
Not anymore.
I tell them that many, many times. They do not believe me.
I mean, you can't really call them rats now, can you?
I just roasted it. Of course, there's not a rat in here at the moment.
You see, she opens up the pantry, reaches in, grabs a rather fat-looking rodent of some kind, closes the pantry. How many steaks?
2, and I walk out.
Okay. She gets to cooking.
I stop out, look at Svetlana's.
Why are we here?
What the heck is that?
Look at what now?
I'm looking at you holding the goblin baby, going, "What the heck is that?"
It is a baby, you moron. What else is it?
Why is there a goblin in the city? Why haven't you drowned it?
That's what I said. Well, not in those words, but...
It is now Laura's baby.
Here, I'll take care of it. Just so you see it.
Laura, he tried to harm the baby!
She comes out holding a bloody cleaver. Who?
Don't start.
I didn't do anything this time.
Svetlana needs to drown the baby. I don't know what's going on here.
She looks suspiciously at everyone as she lets the doors close. You hear meaty whack.
You no harm the baby. It is Laura's baby. Now she choose what to do with it. And she love it. She put it in cute dress. Which, in case you didn't hear, he said that she's now wearing a little dress. So
Yeah.
it's a little pink dress, right?
With the pink bow.
Pink and green.
Abominations.
Have you looked in the mirror? I do not think you are one to judge based on appearances. It is very rude indeed.
Now, you see, I can't keep my mirror around because every time I look into one, it breaks.
Exactly.
Strange effect.
Go sit down. I brings your ale.
That sounds like a curse if I've ever heard one.
Fleur, you got the bodies back to the temple. Your priest friend is there, snoring away in his chair again.
I will wake him.
What? Is it time?
No, it is not time. I do have an unusual request, though. These 2 city guards sacrificed them to save my own life, as well as my compatriots. I don't particularly know if I would say it was their time. They did not seem very peaceful when they died.
If they died, Fleur.
It was definitely their time. Your God would be most pleased.
I know. I know.
The time comes for us all.
Well, then testify. If you
Wait
know.
till we win it is mine.
Would you like to? What I was asking on is, could you do their last rites versus me?
Is that like a write-off?
Yeah, that's what it says. We're going to have a write-off?
These 2 are written off.
You said do their rights versus you. I take the one on the left, you take the one on the right. The one that finishes first gets it.
Sorry.
To do their last rites
Oh,
versus me
Okay.
doing them as a higher honor.
all
Well, I
right.
can go get their families so that they can at least be here to see them off.
I'll take this one then. You have no head and now you're dead. Flash.
The self-approving nod.
That's a lawful good priest if I ever heard one.
There's that higher honor for you.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
lawful
man.
neutral at best.
I
I
think
think
he
you're
wins.
stretching it.
Okay. He leads them back and he does the
You
right.
had
while
your
you
hand
take
and now
the-
you're dead.
Yes.
That was a little Sragg peeking through there, sorry. He takes them to the back. He does their rights. As
Holy
you go
cow.
out, go checking for,
I'm going.
You'll
yeah,
never get ahead now in life.
Yeah. I'm going to the barracks to try to get the location for James' family so I can bring it back to the temple.
when you get to the barracks, they don't give you any trouble with that. They give you the address of his family. They're in a small shack right up against the wall.
Okay.
That particular area is kind of like slums, you're going to note.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so knock on the door.
You get over there and you knock on the door. You hear a woman inside. Honey, get the door. It's got to be James.
Oh, no. Begin the funeral director, Fleur.
Yep.
You see a elderly man come up and open the door. Come in, son. You're not. Can we help you?
I
You hear
don't
from
have
the
their
kitchen?
name, so
You hear from the kitchen, the woman calls out, "Come in, James. We made your favorite."
I'm just gonna ask him, can I come in and have some unfortunate news?
You see he kind of pales at that. Yes, come in.
Thank you.
You notice as he opens the door the rest of the way to let you in that he's missing a leg and using a crutch to get around.
Of course.
And he hobbles back to the table.
You're about to break Tiny Tim's heart.
Like it's reverse Tiny Tim. Yeah.
I'm gonna do more than that.
You see he hobbles
Tiny Tom.
over, pulls out one of the 3 chairs with the places that were set,
Mhm.
and sits down. You see the woman
mother?
turns around. She's got her eyes closed as she's trying to feel her way back to the table.
Wow.
Yeah.
When does the poor little barefoot 5-year-old come running out saying, "Brother James, are you home?"
With the bow legs.
With missing an arm.
She starts to dish out the soup that she has. You see the husband reaches across with the crutch and kind of directs the spoon when she goes to pour it on the side of the table.
I'll wait quietly and patiently for her to finish all of her stuff.
She serves it all. Serves you a spot.
Mhm.
It's a little to the left.
You see the husband says across it, "It's not James, dear." She says she has some unfortunate news. As the woman's gotten set down, you see she kind of gasps and holds at her chest. "It's not James, is it?" What do you do?
I prepare for 2 more to be brought back to the temple dead.
What the
Well,
fuck?
this is going.
This
Gonna
is a
kill him?
mercy, really.
No, this
It's
is
your
no.
time now.
No.
You see, Fleur will
No.
just say, "Blessings upon you." They burst into tears and have heart attacks.
That is the unfortunate news. Your time has come.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm expecting. Mm.
You can do this. You can do it.
James had a bit of a unfortunate occurrence that happened at work today. James
Be all right.
James was escorting a group of
What's an
travelers.
occurrence? Bunch of poor-minded simpletons.
A pack of wild
Oh, do
dogs.
they have packed wild dogs just ran
They
down
have
the
a
back
three-
alley?
They have a three-legged dog that comes.
James was torn apart by a pack of wild dogs, I'm afraid.
Yeah, you see their three-legged dog comes wandering in.
Good old tripod.
Sit down, Sprinkles. We're going to give some news.
Sprinkles.
God. James was escorting a group of travelers to a farm today where they were attacked by a very unnatural creature. And James heroically saved all of the travelers. But unfortunately, she just pauses for a minute. How are they looking at the second? Like about ready to freaking... Yeah. Unfortunately...
She's covering her mouth, and he's just kind of resting his head in the one hand and watching.
Unfortunately, James was mortally injured and was not gotten to a healer in time.
So he's...
Yes.
You see, she's kind of in shock. And she then turns to the husband. What are we going to do? He says, don't worry, dear. I can go back to the mines.
Was James... I assume then that James was working as a guard to provide for all of you?
Well, yes, he was the only one. Our other sons all died of the plague.
Fuck.
Our daughter was eaten by an owlbear.
Jesus.
And my sister was crushed when a house fell apart.
Was she at least wicked?
On top of the owl bear.
When the owlbear ate my daughter.
Don't forget the dingo.
Fuck's sakes. I am wanting to bring you back to the temple for where we're getting ready to do his last rites. From there, I know that it'd be difficult for traveling back, so I will make sure that we get you back home, and we will discuss in terms of how we can take care of you guys for you, make it a little bit easier for you on this unfortunate event.
You know, the man's kind of thinking everything over. He looks to your holy symbol, take you back to the temple, take care of you, make it easier.
No.
He didn't say a word. I'm just going.
It would be with complete sincerity, and it would not be of anything in terms of threatening to be better yet. And I am not meaning in terms of killing, opposing blessings, or anything of that sort, but actually help you monetarily to help you get through the hardship.
He kind of nods. He hops up, literally.
Yeah.
Hobbles over and takes his wife by the arm. Calls for Sprinkles, the three-legged dog, and they follow you back to the temple.
Here we go, because, yeah. You get to, guess they get to ride in the bring out
In
your
the
dead
dead
wagon.
cart. I'm gonna ride in the dead cart.
Sit in your dead cart and ride
I
with
don't know if anything else I can bring.
You see as you're passing by one of the other hovels, a woman opens the shutters, goes to throw some liquid out and looks up and sees you riding by with her neighbors in the back of the cart and just kind of closes the window.
Does the father like turn around and like cry, or what are these two? Are they crying hysterically?
She's crying, but he's remaining stone-faced. You can tell there's a storm going on inside, but they've seen a lot of hardship.
Yeah.
I can just see it. You paraded them through town on your dead cart. Now they're gonna get robbed because everyone thinks you're gonna go kill them.
Considering their history, this has to be the best news they've had in a while.
You don't have to walk to the temple.
Thanks. So we get there, we do the last rites, all that kind of stuff.
You ride up to the temple with them in the back. You see your priest friend out in the graveyard.
Okay. I would assist
You
them
see
both.
he's
over
kind
to
of
the-
coming back with a shovel. He bumps into a headstone, turns, starts heading back towards the temple again, he thinks.
Now, he handled Harold, right? So that means James is still in the
You asked him to handle those two, and he handled the last rites for you.
Okay.
Somewhere Thargeth's twitching from the guy bumping into the headstone.
So when he passes by, I would ask him where exactly James is located at.
I buried him under the tree there. There's no tree here.
Okay.
Just back that way, about 30 paces and 3 tombstones.
Okay. 30 paces back and 3 headstones, we see James.
You see 2 graves. One of them's a little bit sideways, but they're both dug. And dirt mounted over the top. Some flowers put on top of them. One of them's got a bit of cactus.
What is wrong with this? The fuck? Perform the last rites. You want me to act this out, or?
No, you perform the last rites with them. They cry and decide to become Batman.
Together, our powers combined.
What is your plan for these elderly people?
Oh, well, on the cart ride back, I would turn around and find out what exactly James was bringing in for an income and that kind of stuff. And then we'll do a monetary donation to them from the church. And this is being done inside their house where no one can see it.
What's the donation? What are you promising from your church? You don't exactly get a lot of tithe.
I'll use it as a personal if I have to. So a guard makes, and this is what I was trying to look up as through all this.
Silver per day, generally.
Okay.
So you can trust that James was probably paying them. The household was going off of about 3 gold
A week.
per. 3 gold a month. A week, they'd be doing a little bit better.
Yeah. I'll leave them 15 gold. I'm sure I'll see them in about 2 weeks anyways.
Wow.
Jeez, thanks, man. So you leave them with 15 gold.
You put a lien on their house? Here's 15 gold, but when you die, it's mine.
How much do you have left?
I still have quite a bit because I sold that amulet.
Oh, you're using party fund. Okay. I was wondering where all this money's coming from.
I know.
Okay. All right. So you get
to be
that
fair,
taken
the
care
party would have to know about it for it to be party funds.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I was just like, okay. So you leave them 15 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, head back to the temple tavern.
No, I'll head to the tavern.
Farm?
No, I'm not going to the farm. I've had my fill of that farm.
Right.
Yeah, so I turn around, would assist them with anything else that they can do, make sure that she's not going to fucking die immediately.
No, she'll live through many more hardships.
Yeah, she's blind. I'm trying to take you. Yeah.
All right.
Don't
Make it back to the tavern. I'd like to say it was uneventful, but I don't think that's uneventful for you. You see, you're getting back, since all this was going on simultaneously, just about the same time that Laura is handing out Svetlana steaks for everybody, dishing out food for the evening.
Yay, steaks.
I'll be passing it out.
Okay. Y'all have got food, you're back in the tavern, and it's nightfall.
I need to talk to Laura.
Okay. You get her before she heads back up with the goblin.
Laura, who dropped off the mechanical rat?
Well, let's see. She goes and she takes the book down and starts flipping through it. So rather quiet fellow. He's wearing a hood. He just signed his name here. Mr. Idale?
Have you ever seen him before?
No.
Do I remember that the hood and what he looked like?
You do remember the hood. The only thing you saw of him when he was leaving was when he turned to go, you saw a little bit of a blonde goatee.
Okay. And the hood was in like non-distinct?
Yeah. Almost like he was trying to be unnoticed.
He's Mr. Incognito?
Mm-hmm. Mr. Idale.
Okay. Did he speak with any particular accent that you recognize?
No, but he sure had a way with words.
In what way?
Very well spoken.
Like, are you thinking like a noble?
Quite possibly, yes.
Okay.
And I didn't get to see much of his face, but what I did see was quite lovely.
Did it look like Chihuahua?
That's a wall you're barking at.
There's nothing there. It's not there. Yeah, sit down. You scared off nothing.
So you're saying he was what, like very attractive? Is that what you're going at, or?
He was very attractive, well spoken, and the name is spelled Y''DALE, Mr. Idale.
Okay, thank you.
She nods and heads back up with the. She puts the book back up and heads back upstairs with the baby. If they need anything else before they head home for the night, Lana, you take care of it.
Certainly, certainly.
You know where everything is. And she heads up.
Of course.
As soon as she's out of sight, I want to grab the ledger.
Okay. You grab the ledger.
So this was signed by him? Like it's...
Yes.
Can I see any similar signatures?
Can you see any similar signatures?
Yeah.
On the ledger.
Like I want to compare handwriting.
As you start flipping through, you will notice that the report that she got about the plague in Waterdeep was also signed by a Mr. Idale. And how far back do you go?
how big is the ledger? She's gone for the night and we're here for the night. I would spend the night going through every page.
This is a rather big book. As you're going through it, you're noticing that some of these date back way before Laura was born.
Okay. I don't see anything else of interest.
Depending on how far back you want to go.
Well,
if you really go through the entire book, is that what you're planning to do?
How long would that take me, do I think?
It's just flipping through, scanning over everything, maybe about 2 hours of time.
Yeah, I'd spend the night doing that.
Flipping through it, you will notice that there are some signatures, also signed Mystery Dale with the exact same handwriting, that are over 120 years old.
Okay. Is there any? Do I notice any? Is there anything unique about like the way he writes his Y's or anything like that I can spot in another signature?
Looking at that, yeah, you could spot them. His flourish is very recognizable. It looks like he's.
What are his other aliases?
Oh, if there's any other, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Spotting any other aliases, you've got the Mr. Edale.
Check for that, or
investigation. Yeah, roll me an investigation.
When you say plague, are you talking about the tongue falling out one?
Yep.
Anytime anybody says the plague during this time, it's the tongues that fall out.
Yeah. If they're mentioning the plague, that's what they're talking about.
Okay.
Okay, going off of that, you don't find aliases, but you know that you would recognize that handwriting anywhere. We've studied it well enough.
Okay. That's me gone for 2 hours.
So for the 2 hours, Finias is over there. He's eating but pouring through this book. Anything from the rest of y'all for the evening?
I go home and go to bed.
Zook heads home and goes to bed.
After eating or during eating?
After eating. I'll tell y'all, I'll catch back up with y'all in the morning.
Did you leave the rat behind?
Yes.
All right.
I mean, I figure Svetlana wants to put it in another soup.
So while everyone was eating, I would have been playing a song.
Okay.
I want to try out something new. Fleur came back, right, at this point?
Yeah. Fleur's back as y'all started eating.
Okay.
But I'm assuming Fleur hasn't said much. Or were you planning on?
I think I'm going to divvy out amulet gold.
Okay.
So
Fleur pays gold out.
Let's see here. That is to Finias, Maevis, Thargeth was not there, and Maevis.
Finias, Maevis, and Maevis? Or Maevis and Svetlana?
Maevis gets paid twice.
She just starts at the end of the start of the line and then moves to the end of the line and gets it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and Lana.
Okay.
So every person's going to get 20 gold from it.
Well, except me.
You weren't there.
You and Zook weren't
I
there.
was kicked in the head.
You were slightly unconscious.
So I'll give them each 20 gold, and I say, I'm sorry, guys. The only thing I was able to get was 100 gold for it.
So he said she said she was able to get 100 gold for it. And you see that she passed out 20 gold to 3 people. Finias.
I'm too busy reading the book.
You are.
Okay. You're too engrossed in the book.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So add that gold to your sheets.
They're saying, well, Foedrin's not here, so...
Quiet, I'm reading.
What you read?
I ignore.
You ignore? Okay.
I'm just like chewing on chicken or whatever the heck was prepared. Flipping through that book.
Steak.
Steak of some sort.
Outside of that, I think
Rat
honestly...
tartare.
I think I'm honestly going to just kind of sit at a table by myself for a little bit and just kind of think on the last hour and a half worth of things. Yeah.
Okay. So everybody's going to heal up pretty good tonight.
I'll do my normal cleaning up and taking care of cleaning up the kitchen and making sure everybody's cups are full and they want it, just normal tavern work stuff.
So after about hour and a half worth of time, so just turn around and be like, God, they're both disabled. And they had a 3-legged dog. Who? James' family. His mom's blind, his dad's got 1 leg, and the dog's got only 3 legs.
My word, what did you do to them?
Nothing.
What did you do?
They say they turned around and said that the brothers died in the plague. The sister was ate by an owl bear.
What plague are they talking about?
I'm assuming the spell plague.
No, there's minor plagues that happen every now and then. It's not like plague. It's like everyone's getting sick from the same thing.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well,
Sounds like quite a bit of misfortune there.
I can't believe the amount of misfortune there. No, I
It
don't
happens.
think I've ever turned around and heard of people that have that bad of luck.
Well, trust me, it is
Ever.
quite possible. It is quite possible.
Coming from you.
They say obviously they made someone very angry, or someone else was very happy.
When you disturb the god, she get back at you. They did something bad, I bet.
Like being born?
Perhaps they
The
were
first mistake.
Yeah.
perhaps they were extremely bad people. You just did not know it. They come off looking innocent, but really they weren't.
Well, I'll tell you what. Next time I have to do something like that, you can come along and you can listen to the mom wail for the next 15 minutes as we go through the streets. Going, not my baby James! No, not my baby! Oh, what am I
Jeez,
gonna do?
you think you'd be used to
Wow.
it by now?
I was just
Walking
about to say the same thing. Weren't you not used to this by now?
It only
don't-
took you 15 minutes to hear her life story?
No,
Oh.
no, that was just the 15 minutes there. Sure wailing about it. That wasn't like the half hour, 45 minutes it took to get me out of the house. And that wasn't because she was blind or that he had a cane, or they had to collect a dog with 3 legs.
I'm hearing a lot of boo-hooing coming from you.
You took them all back to your church then,
Yes, and they all came back home safe and sound too,
if you say.
without any blessings. I figured they were blessed enough for today.
Also, you are admitting that your blessings are a bit dangerous.
I would never admit anything of that sort. As the saying was, it was their time. And unfortunately for those two, it's not their time.
Unfortunately?
Well, you figure that they're both disabled. Now no one can even provide food for them, so now they're going to starve.
How insensitive.
My goodness, what if somebody hobbled you? Would we want to put you out of your misery too? Is that what you want?
If I couldn't provide for myself, I would count it as a blessing.
So if you lose a hand, then we just do you in right like that?
Just do me in.
It's good to know.
Everyone heard it. Everyone heard it.
And besides that, it wasn't like it was a hand. He
There's no
lost his,
saving me. Hand me the potion. No,
He
I'm
lost his
pretending
leg.
to act. There's no saving me. Hand me the potion. Ah! Ah! Just do it quick. Do it quick.
perhaps you should carry some of that stuff you give to your people whenever you want to ease them into the other side. You should carry a little bottle of it on you just in case you accidentally break a finger or something. You know?
You turn around and know a lot about the religion, especially with how we do our final rites. Have you been there before?
I think it's more that you don't shut up about it.
Finias, roll investigation again one more time.
Who? What?
You. I'm giving you advantage because of something.
Shit. Where did my sheet go?
Bonus action, bardic inspiration.
Okay. Sure, we're not. Bonus action, bardic inspiration. You cried it out. Roll your d6 to increase your.
It's the song that you're playing right now. It's really inspiring.
It's a lovely song. Wow.
This is a dead fucking end.
Man, you guys
Just find another name in there that is done with the same handwriting.
And that name is.
You're sure it's the same handwriting?
James born. John was born. Good Lord.
What?
Nice.
The other incidences was what were they? What did they involve? Like or jobs, I guess, not incidents.
All right. It seems that if it's anything of an investigative sort, this person signs as a Mr. Edale. And anything that's a little bit more shady, he signs with the other. For instance, there's one where he's wanting someone taught a lesson and lists that this person needs to be visited by a couple of thugs.
Huh.
I just say out loud, what's interesting?
And by the way, the random names, the random James never.
Wow.
That exact name. So I was
The
like,
random James Nenumerator?
The plague, it's affecting more of them.
His tongue's about to fall out.
Do him in. He's no good to anyone.
He won't be able to eat soup anymore.
No, I'm fine, guys. I
it
just
is getting a little.
my
Late.
tongue was a little numb.
Are we doing right, or are we good?
Oh, hold
What's
up the vial of moonshade. Here you go.
No, we could just stick him in the house with the two old people and the three-legged dog. You know, he'll fit
All right.
right in. It's all right.
Vial of moonshade?
That's up to y'all.
It's a new kind of thing.
I'm good for either. What do y'all want to do?
Break time.
All right. Well,
Okay.
let's go to a break.
We're going to go to a break. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Hit that like and subscribe button if you're enjoying. And, of course, leave us a comment because we love reading those. And we will see you in a bit. Bye.